même si quoi t'as vu before, capable sauter, Bondye me connaît fidèle. Même si la meilleure vie plus mauvaise, capable sauter. Come on, Bondye. Start there. Yeah. Même si tout le monde t'a levé contre moi, yeah. Capable sauter. Come on, Bondye. Come on. The Bondye, oh Fidel. Come on, oh. Yahweh, Yahweh, oh fidèle, oh Papa, je parle, dans n'importe. Dis Jésus, Jésus. Si Jodia Vivan, c'est grâce à vous, sans vous, Seigneur, moi pas. Yeah, come on. Si Jodia, c'est grâce, sans vous, Seigneur, moi pas. Come on, levez mes mains, on dit ça. Dis, m'a levez mes mains, levez your hands. M'a levez mes mains, allez. Mets ta genoux dans pied. Qui te voit moi arriver. Qui te voit moi arriver. Qu'un tel aime Rete, sentiment abandonné. Come on, yeah. Moi chercher secours sous la terre. Si moi lever tête moi relais Jésus. Li dit m'vin joindre si me sentir comment fatigué dit Jésus 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 Papa oh Papa Souhaite-lui la vie moi-même. Dis les premiers morceaux, les premiers, les fait tout entier. Allez. Dis grâce à lui, grâce à lui, capable de moi sauver. Les premiers morceaux, les premiers, les fait tout entier. We're going to end, but before we end, I thought it would be fitting to just share this word that's on my heart. The book of Matthew, chapter 14. Y'all can have a seat for a minute. You guys will stand in a minute. In the book of Matthew, chapter 14, it talks about, y'all know the story, it talks about when Jesus and the disciples fed 5,000 with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. Y'all know that story? Fed them with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. And the Bible tells us that shortly after that, Jesus sent them on to the other side of the Sea of Galilee. He told them that he would meet them there after they got there. And the Bible tells us that after they set sail, a storm arose. A storm arose. And theologians say that the storm was so bad that the disciples thought that they were going to die. Anybody ever been in a situation where it felt like you were going to die? Anybody ever been there? Where you've been in a situation where you literally thought that you would never make it out? Anybody ever been there before? The Bible tells us that they encountered a storm. And a lot of theologians suggest that they were on a rowboat, but I like to think that they were on a sailboat. In the Bible days, they didn't have yachts, they didn't have cruise ships, they didn't have boats like we have today, where you could literally turn a key, push up the throttle, and go. But they literally had rowboats or sailboats, and I like to believe that they were on a sailboat. Anybody know what the concept of a sailboat is? There's 2 important components to a sailboat. Anybody know what those are? Come on, anybody? Sails and what else? Anybody? Yep, hop on that. Sails and what? Sails and a wheel. Miss me? God, sails and a wheel. Anybody know what the responsibility of sails are? To catch the wind. To catch the wind. Hear me. Sails catch wind, and that's what causes the boat to move forward. Sails, I'm going to say that again. Sails catch wind, and that causes the boat to move forward. The Bible tells us that the storm was so bad that the disciples thought that they were going to die. We're all from Florida for the most part, and everybody knows that with storms come wind. Everybody with me still? With storms come wind. Well, could it be that the storm that caused them to believe that they were going to die was not a storm that was bred to kill them, was not a storm that was bred to destroy them, was not a storm that was bred to cause them to fear, but in all actuality, the storm was bred to push them into their destiny. Y'all not with me? With storms come wind. And the harder the storm, or the worse the storm, the worse the wind. Are y'all with me? And if the worse the wind, if that means the worse the wind, that means that the wind intensity is very high. So that means the more wind, the faster the boat goes. Ay, ay, ay. The faster the boat goes. So might I suggest to you that the storm wasn't bred to destroy them or harm them or hurt them, but it was bred to push them into their destiny faster. Might I suggest to you that the storm that you're going through was not bred to destroy you, but it was bred to push you into your destiny faster. Might I suggest to you that marital situation that you're going through for my married couples was not bred to harm you, my God, but it was actually bred to push you into your destiny faster. Might I suggest to you that the depression that you're going through, the stress and the anxiety that you're dealing with even now, it was not bred to harm you. You won't die like that. It was not bred to hurt you, but in all actuality, it was bred to push you into your destiny faster. And the story goes on to tell us that in the distance, as the storm is going on, the disciples look into the distance, into the darkness, and they see a ghost-like figure. They see a ghost-like figure. They see somebody that looks like a ghost. I just told you that the disciples and Jesus had just fed 5,000 with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. In scriptures past, they had witnessed Jesus heal a paraplegic. They'd witnessed Jesus heal the woman with the issue of blood. They witnessed Jesus heal the young girl who had died, who was 12 years old. They'd witnessed Jesus do all of these things. But just because of a little storm, Jesus ended up looking like a ghost to people that did miracles with him. And once again, might I suggest to you that sometimes, because of our storms, we don't even recognize Jesus. When the person that loves you leaves you, it looks like a storm, but in all actuality, Jesus is all in it. Y'all not with me. Y'all not with me. Y'all not with me. In all actuality, when that situation happens that you feel like it's going to harm you, it wasn't bred to destroy you, but in all actuality, Jesus is all in it. And we forget. We have this thing that I like to call spiritual amnesia, which is when situations arise, we forget about Jesus. We forget about what he's done, and we only look at the situation. We forget about what he's done, and we only look at the situation. But tonight, before we close, what I want to tell you is what Jesus essentially told the disciples without words. 2 words in our lingo: just chill. I know it looks bad, but just chill. I know it looks crazy, but just chill. I know that it feels like you won't make it out, but just chill. I know that it hurts more than it feels good, but just chill. I know it doesn't look good. I know it doesn't feel good. I know it doesn't feel good or look good to you, but just chill. Pour moun yo ki pa pale anglais yo, nous gabiti nous serrer tout petit anglais pour travailler là, et puis nous arriver à l'église, you know what I'm saying? Nous fait comme si nous pas parler anglais. I feel y'all, it's all right, nous comprenons. Nous connaissons nous. Nous connaissons nous. Nous serrer tout petit anglais pour travailler là, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. But pour tout le monde qui pas parler anglais yo, just chill traduit en créole. Et pas relax, non? Poser. Regardez les gens qui ne parlent pas créole, mes amis. Pas relax, non? C'est poser. Même si vous n'avez pas de code l'argent sorti pour payer bill dans mois ça. Poser. Il y a des gens qui quittent le travail pour venir dans le camp. Il n'y a pas de qui j'ai fait comme dans moi ça, vous comprenez? Il y a des gens qui battent parce que nous avons, oui. Mais bon Dieu, voyez un message, bah, on lui dit comme ça, il veut nous pour. Nous connaissons Marie a un beau problème. Nous connaissons madame qui tourne en pied d'achoppement, et comme ça, dit, pas vrai? Poser. Poser. Vous connaissez mon malade vers un pile. I know your parents are a little crazy. Mais bon Dieu, voyons parle qui simplement dit pas. Chill. He's got it all under control. If he could form the world in 6 days, if he can calm a storm by just saying peace be still, if he can walk on water and pull out Peter as once he said, Lord, save me. If he can heal a woman with an issue of blood that was bleeding for 12 years, if he can do all of these things, if he can feed 5,000 people with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. Y'all saw the chaos that was in the kitchen today? He fed 5,000. There was not even 5,000 people here today, but he fed 5,000 with just 2 fish and 5 loaves. If he can do that, what can't God do? Is anybody believing God to do something? Est-ce que quelqu'un là qui croit bon Dieu qui a fait un bagage pour yo? Est-ce que quelqu'un là qui besoin bon Dieu fait un bagage pour yo? Anybody need him? Quand nous venons l'église, I'm going to close now, but quelques fois nous venons l'église et nous faisons comme si nous n'avions pas de problème, nous chita, nous poser, we chilling. Même sourire, nous pas sourire, nous mauvais. Nous venons l'église comme si nous n'avions pas de problème. Moi c'est où, I'm you, nous tous avons un problème. We all have issues, but your lot bagay we have in common is that nous tous servis un bon Dieu qui a une solution pour tout problème nous gagnons. We have the answer. And as we're going to wrap up this camp meeting, we've been talking about going out into the community, so on and so forth. Don't just keep the answer to yourself. We live in a world full of people that have questions. We live in a world full of people that have more questions than answers. I just told you what the answer is. Now your responsibility as you guys leave this encampment is not to leave with the answer and keep it to yourselves, but it's to literally go out into all the world and tell all those that have questions, not an answer, but share the answer with them. Ask the question, does anybody have any issues? Anybody have any struggles they need God to solve? Anybody? Can I invite y'all to just come a little closer? Come on, can we come closer? Come on, we're going to just sing. I'm going to invite Pastor Nicola to come and Brother Luke Anez to come, and we're going to just pray. But we all family, man. Don't feel embarrassed parce que, again, nous tous avons un problème. Actually, devant te doit charger avec moun. Parce que moi, qui est-ce qui a un problème qui besoin bon Dieu faire un bagage pour yo? Et puis moi, moun chita toujours, ça veut dire que y a moun là qui pas un problème. Greg, 6, brother. You are here, turning lives around. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, healing every life. I worship you. I worship you. So I call you Waymaker, miracle worker, promise me, light in the darkness, my God. That is who you are. Come on. I call you Waymaker, miracle worker, promise me, light in the darkness, my God. That is who you are. Come on, sing that again. Come on. I call you